Hi, this is Roger, thanks for dropping by. This video is the clips that I took at my visit to Burnhams. With the exception of one clip, I will replace the soundtracks because there's buzzing and conversations going on and obviously nothing to do with the video, it's just people milling around. So I'll replace those tracks with some music like I usually do, and we'll have a look at some pretty blooms. There was some interesting things in flower. I asked about going in the private area to film, and basically Arthur said, it's not worth it. He said there's virtually nothing in bloom in there because anything decent that was in bloom has come out and gone in Orchid Paradise. So I stuck to filming in there. I did find one plant in there that I would like to have. I'll point it out with a little pop-up with the name as I go past it on the video. It's not going to be a new genus as such because I've had the genus before, but I haven't got any now. It's a maxillaria, and it was a very unusual bloom, not big but very interesting. And I asked Arthur about have you got any, and he said no. He said I've got a feeling that might be the only one. I'll have a look. And he came back to me later and he said, I think there might be a couple of others on the other side of Orchid Paradise. So they were still in Orchid Paradise. There was nothing anywhere else. There was none for sale. And there was the big one that I'd already filmed in bloom. A couple the other side, not quite as big, but in bud. And he took my details, wrote them down and put those as a request for if and when they split any of those up. And I said, get us a good bit. so that could be years away. Who knows? You know, it might be in a couple of months' time. Who knows? But he did say some of the big specimen mother plants, they're looking at disbanding. Because they used to be for the big shows where you wanted big specimen plants, you know, all that sort of stuff. They don't do those anymore. The shows they do in the main are Orchid Society level. They don't need that. And most of the shows they do, they take plants to sell, not to show. Yeah, there's a difference. So, you know, they've got a whole area of the nursery, heating it, looking after it and everything, full of plants that don't go out the door anymore. They do go in Orchid Paradise if they bloom though, so they're thinking about it. But we shall see in the future. But anyway, I put my name down for that one and I'll put a pop-up as we go past it. Don't ask for the names of the others. I didn't film tags, I didn't look at tags, I just filmed pretty blooms. So let's get going with this one. And if you ever come to Burnhams, you will often be confronted with a sea of green. You have to start hunting labels. But never forget to look up. Now, I don't know which one it is, but that's a Latoria type. That's the first one I've ever seen here. Absolutely gorgeous. But they're warm growers, I can't grow that. Never mind.